It is hard to believe, but it's true. And our hearts are so filled with thankfulness at everything that God has done to make it possible for me to say, Lord willing, we're going to Japan! Woo! The counseling session went great. Everything got checked off, and now we're job matched. Going to Japan! Please don't stop praying for us. Our timeline has gone from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. We have to have everything weighed, measured, ready for shipping by October 14th. Lexi has been amazing at getting all of our stuff pulled out of all the nooks and crannies. Lexi, can you come share how people can be praying for you?
You can be praying. I have the strength to get through all of our things, that we don't overlook anything important. And when I don't get as much done in a day as I'm hoping to, that I wouldn't be discouraged, but that I'd be able to just take it as it comes and roll with it. Thanks for praying for us, guys.
She's amazing. Woo! So we go to training on October 25th, and we come back on December 11th. We hope to be back in our sending church December 12th, Lord willing. And if everything goes perfectly, which it rarely does, then we could fly out before the end of December. We didn't share in the last update what we'd be doing in Japan, if you remember. It is different. Yeah, it's different because we're not going to Japan to do church planting. Due to a giant country in East Asia kicking Christian workers out, there were no church planting jobs available. I asked you guys to pray that we would go into this with open hands, and we did. It was one job, and that job is in support, doing logistics services. This would be an office position in downtown Tokyo, working from 9 to 5 to support the strategy of the teams in Japan at making disciples and planting churches. When Lexi and I saw that there were no church planting jobs, it was disheartening because it wasn't what we were expecting. However, the Holy Spirit led us into praying on our knees before the Lord for peace, for direction, and He gave it overwhelmingly. The time here was not just a holding pattern. It was not just a waiting period. We saw, by the grace of God, how He had used every experience, every attempt and failure, every success in doing ministry here to prepare us to return overseas. There was a lot of administrative work that I had to learn to do, and at the time it was really frustrating. But the Lord leading this opportunity into our lives has shown me His grace and leading me and equipping me to really be able to be an excellent logistics coordinator. Working a 9 to 5 is going to be very different than directing a nonprofit organization. Another concern was that support staff only get 1 year of full-time language learning, and we need to learn Japanese. But it was really just these two things that were a hang-up for us regarding this job. God showed us how the 1 year language requirement is a blessing because it will free us up to homeschool if that proves to be a better option for our kids. The 1 year language requirement doesn't mean we can't continue studying Japanese, because we will have to. So God flipped that into a blessing in our eyes. So many, if not the majority, of the Japanese people that we will be around in Tokyo are going to work normal office hours. I will become part of that daily rhythm with them. We learned from our supervisors that this alone drops so many walls. It puts us in an understandable category. We are here in Japan and we are working this job that I go to every weekday. That's relatable. We will be able to build relationships just around that alone as we meet our neighbors and our community. I'm going to be tired, just like they're tired at the end of the day, and I will need to function out of that exhaustion after office hours. Yeah, so basically it will confine me to a discipleship that takes into account the daily grind that most Japanese people are experiencing. And that is exciting. Okay, so homeschool, stability, relatability, realistic discipleship. Check, 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 check. God, you are so good. So, there are some things that need to be tied up. If you are a financial partner with MAHABAT Ministries, you can reply to the email that I used to send you this video. MAHABAT Ministries will be officially ending next week. It's sad, but also happy. This is apostolic ministry. We keep going. I want to make it clear, our prayer is that you'll continue to exercise the generosity that you demonstrated to us and give to other ministries that are doing evangelism and discipleship, as well as rescue and respite to Christians that have come into the faith from Islam. I will be letting you know about those avenues that you can give to. For those of you that still have a cheerfulness from the Lord in your hearts to support us, there will be avenues to do that as well. Japan is a very expensive place to live, and so there is a concession. I can talk to you about that too. For those of you who give to MAHABAT Ministries via PayPal, go into your PayPal account and stop that recurring monthly payment. For those of you who give by check through your bank, please reach out to me and let me know if you want us to tear up those checks that have already gone out for this month, or if it's fine for us to deposit those, and then you can end that monthly donation. You guys have been so faithful and so generous, reflecting God's love to us in a tangible way, and we couldn't be more grateful. Thank you so much for all of your financial support, all of your prayer support, all of your encouragement, the text messages, the emails, the calls. We are so blessed, and leaving behind the United States to go to Japan only feels like blessing upon blessing. So thank you so much for rejoicing with us in this. It's so exciting. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much. We love you, and God bless you.